Well, did you know that stroke is the third leading cause of death in the U.S.? According to strokecenter.org, on average, someone in the nation has a stroke every 40 seconds. Each year, approximately 795,000 people suffer a stroke. Eyewitness News reporter Esme Carriega talked to a manager of a local stroke and cardiovascular program today. Esme, let's start with women here. Women, are they at greater risk than men of having a stroke?
Actually, Todd, yes, they are. Thomas also told me that the older you get, the higher the risk for having a stroke. However, younger people are at risk as well.
I started getting this really strange headache. It was very localized on my head and in one position, so it was very different. It wasn't like a normal headache.
Julie Katormson didn't know it at the time, but she was suffering a stroke.
Went into the emergency room here in Jackson, and really there was no reason to assume that I was having a stroke. I was active, healthy, 31. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke.
Katormson recalls what doctors found.
There were 3 blood clots, and these blood clots were actually in 3 different major veins.
Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center manager of stroke and cardiovascular programs, Jamie Thomas, says it's not just elderly who are at risk.
I think that sometimes younger populations don't realize that they are at risk as well.
Thomas says one of the main issues with strokes is that warning signs are hard to detect.
We don't see the patients coming in right away. Generally they think, oh, I'm just feeling sick, it'll get better, I'm not feeling well today.
The acronym FAST can help identify them. The F stands for facial weakness.
One side of the face, and so the deficits or weaknesses happen to one side of the body.
A stands for arm weakness.
Tingling or lack of any sensation at all.
The S stands for slurred speech.
It could be absence of speech, the inability to say anything at all.
T stands for time.
Have to make it to the facility within a certain time frame.
Today, Katormson owns Revolution Indoor Cycle, where she teaches fitness.
The situation made me take life by the horns and just accomplish things that I had only dreamt of at that point.
Thomas says if you think you may be suffering a stroke, to call 911. Don't attempt to drive yourself to the hospital. Live from the studio, I'm Esme Carriega.
Okay, Esme, thank you. Katormson says that hopes actually to continue spreading her message. She says she has a team and is teamed up with the St. John's Hospital Foundation in Jackson to host a fundraiser, Rock the Ride, which benefits stroke and cardiac patients. It will be held March 13th.